Go live.
Cool.
Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to From the Chair with Big Money Exchange. I, of course, is Big Money Dodge. On top, we got Nate and Tony and my special VIP guest, the VP of Big Money Exchange, Boom Mayhem. How are you, Boom?
Hanging in there, boss man. Handling biz, you know what I mean? Getting ready for this weekend.
There you go. There you go. So tell us about Boom Mayhem and how you been? What's going on with you?
Boss man, business as usual. You know how we've been doing, been grinding, been trying to handle some business up in Washington, Pullman.
There you go.
Trying to get our ring going, the big money compound. In case people that don't know, is coming. We're about to have a training facility up there, running seminars, running shows, running whatever we got to run to make some business, you know?
There you go.
So other than that, just grinding, getting ready for, like I said, this weekend we got a big match at Dream Slam. So trying to go in there against little Rilla Wolf. But
it's just a workout for you. It's just a workout.
He ain't ready, bro. I honestly don't think he deserves the chance. I don't know where they thought that was a good idea. He's only been doing this thing for a little minute, and I don't think it's worth my time, honestly. I don't think it's valuable. Don't make sense for business.
Well, that's what the promoter told me. He said, I want Boom Mayhem versus Rilla Wolf. And I'm like, okay, it's going to be a quick match.
Hey, as long as he pays the bill yard, you know what's up. We'll do what we got to do, get that win, and we'll move on.
There you go. So now, Boom Mayhem, we have some questions from these gentlemen up here and me. So let's start with Nate.
Bring it on.
So, who were your wrestling heroes growing up?
So the main person that inspired me to actually want to get into this business and do what I'm doing today was actually D'Lo Brown. It's really weird. Like a lot of people, I think off the bat are like, oh, and there's no disrespect. Everybody has their thing, but it's like, oh, Hulk Hogan or Undertaker or The Rock or Stone Cold. And, when I first saw wrestling, I saw Hulk Hogan, I saw some of the, Junkyard Dog. And I saw and got the stories, but I felt like it wasn't really my generation. You know what I mean? Like I had uncles that looked like the Junkyard Dog, and I had uncles that looked like, Hulk Hogan and had the stashes and all that. So I just felt like that was kind of like their thing. You know what I mean? And once I started watching wrestling again, it was the D'Lo Brown and Jeff Jarrett feud for the European title, and the whole shebang they were going through, the Intercontinental and whatnot, and that kind of inspired me to where I was like, okay, this generation fits in with me. Maybe this is something I could do. And the whole thing with D'Lo Brown too, the way he came to the shaking his head and bobbing and weaving, you know what I mean? Like I kind of walked around and strutted like that already as it was in life. So I was like, oh, it seems like he's being himself. I could do that, you know what I mean? Until you come to find out, like he's really not. Like he wears suits, he's dressed nicely, he went to school, you know what I mean? Like, so that's who inspired me originally to get into the business.
Very cool.
Good deal, Tony.
Well, normally we let Big Money ask this one, but I just can't wait. In homage to your boss man, can you tell us your top 5 managers? And it's okay, you can throw him in.
Yeah, I would have to say he's one of my top 5, honestly. Not only because he's paying me, but but he's paying me well. He's paying me well. But on top of that, I think we have a niche for something that we want to do and get done and run a market and run the scene. So I think me and him together are a good match. Obviously, that's why I'm the VP. He's the boss, and we handling business. Um, Aside from that, like when you want to run the manager game and talk about like managers and being great, like there's only so many out there. You know what I mean? I feel like some people might reach at different times, but like when you break it down, it's like Jim Cornette, Heyman, you know what I mean? Teddy Long, um, you know, Dodge, and I know I'm missing somebody on there, but my list is pretty low when it comes to even like I said, like famous wrestlers or people that inspire me. Like there's a lot of good workers and talent out there, but I'm one of those just different guys. I only have so many. You know what I mean?
Got you. So
Oh, cheers,
my
Dodge,
question.
for being that manager. You know what I mean?
Let me get my drink. You know what I'm saying?
Right
Right
there.
there.
Cheers up, sauce.
So my question to you, VP. Favorite 5 indie female wrestlers?
Um, um, again, like me, it becomes a personal thing, which is that's why we're here. We're talking, individually. It's not like the same market as everybody else, but I've had the chance of working with Scarlett Rose recently on a couple shows, and I think she's big money talent. Just saying. Wink over there. So Scarlett Rose,
Hmm.
I really like her. Uh, Somebody that I first met when she first got into the business, and obviously we go our own journeys. We do different things in the business, but
Mm.
Johnny Robbie's hot. She's been on fire. She's an ass kicker for sure. So if you guys don't
Yes, sir.
know her, I would check her out. Um, Another one is Zyra. Uh,
Yep.
Trains and wrestles with some of our dudes in the matter. Jimmy Mayhem, my brother, and Rex Disaster. Who else is out there is on fire right now? I got a shout out to Aunt Heidi.
Yep.
Aunt Heidi, if you guys haven't met or know Aunt Heidi, she has like a different mind for the business, for just her whole thing, and she's on something. I see her being like on any stage, WWE, Impact, AEW, New Japan.
Wow.
Her style and her creativity and the stuff she produces and puts out is just like mind blowing. So I definitely gotta hype her up because she's on different levels to me as far as creative and work. My last and final one, I'll probably shout out another one of the sisters that I've shared a locker room with quite a bit. And she's like on a different level from Aunt Heidi as far as like the darkness and all that stuff. But Candy Girl,
Oh, yep.
Candy, she's out here. She's hustled. She's got a lot of good matches under her. She was a Compton champion at one point, where I was the Compton tag team champion. So those are probably my top 5 female wrestlers right now in the indie scene, like at the moment. And again, it's one of those personal things because I've been in locker rooms with them, and I've been able to watch their work close up and not just online. So those are probably the 5 I got to give you.
Hmm.
But Scarlet Rose, boss, check Scarlet Rose out. Just saying,
I will. I'm on that.
free agent.
Oh, not for long.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay. Let's handle that.
Go ahead, Nate.
So I know you beat them all, but who are your top rivals?
Uh, so far since I've been in the business, which has only been a couple years, I just got off of a big rival with my ex tag team partner, God King, from Comptomania. He actually, we were tag team champions for a minute, and then we had to get him back, and he actually turned his back on me, backstabbed me. Um, and then there was some other stuff going back in the locker room that we felt we needed to figure something out. So have a match and figure out where it goes from there. So that was probably my biggest feud and rival up to date. Um, let's see. Aside from that, when we were the tag team champions, it was the Rock and Rodeo Express. We battled them for over a year and a half, almost 2 years, and that was a back and forth battle. So that was a good matchup there. And then with Big Money Exchange, I would say two of our biggest rivals as far as tag team goes would be um, I don't even know those gutter punks names, man. I forget.
Mm, divine
Uh,
intervention.
undivine intervention. That's why I see that they're so dirty and grimy. I don't even want to get near them in the
It
ring.
slips.
Like, uh, but that's one team, and the other team would probably be the Downfall Cathedral from Arizona.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, we've had some issues with them, and it ain't been too. Oh, that's probably what it. Those are probably the feuds and the biggest rivals, and I think the Downfall Cathedral and what was it, the Undivine Intervention?
Yes.
All right, yeah, those guys. Yeah, I think that feud will continue because that Dream Slam, and they're getting a tag team title shot this weekend. Yeah, yeah. So that's why I don't think. Yeah, I don't even want
No.
to see them right now.
No. I'll be talking to that promoter of theirs.
Yes, please do.
By the way, I got an announcement I did not tell you, but Ramrock was one of the guests, and he issued a rematch anywhere, anytime.
But what?
Rematch.
Oh, and what company and brand was that for? The one that just got sold?
Anywhere.
Yeah, that one, that brand. That's the one I was talking about. Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see if he still has the belts. So you make that happen.
I'm on it.
Let's do it. Cool. What's up? Well,
Go
what's your
ahead, Tony.
All right. Well, we know you already have your promotion. Awesome promotion, by the way.
Oh, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for your support. Really, honestly, it wouldn't have happened without you guys. Straight up.
We're glad we could be a part of it. But
Yep.
let's think bigger. Let's think epic. Let's think Boom Mayhem's WrestleMania card.
Oh, you're.
Oh yeah. The card. I think that could be valuable. What's up with that?
No,
Any-
they want you
So
to
they want you
tell.
to book the
Book the WrestleMania card, any generation,
Oh, all
what
right.
matches.
I don't know, man. That one's hard to call because, like, even with running my own show, there's things that I'm good at. There's things that I know. There's things that I understand, and I'm not really a booker. I'm a promoter. You know what I mean? We make that money. I think that, like, again, like, that's why me and Big Dodge and Big Money Exchange kind of link. You know what I mean? Like, we're about business making money. So I'm promoting. As far as booking, again, I've only been in the business for so long, and even growing up as a kid, I wasn't one of those guys that was like, oh, I think this guy should face this guy. I think this guy, like, it's just natural. It's kind of like on the street. You don't go on the street and you don't just walk around and pick somebody you're gonna fight with. Usually, you just have an accident, something happens, and you get into a scuffle. You know what I mean, or whatever it is. So that's kind of how I've taken my life and the business. Um, so I wouldn't even know where to really start as far as booking a WrestleMania card, to be honest.
Not even when it comes to indies.
Even indies, like, if you want to say indies, I could just start pulling names out the hat because I want to see matches that have never happened before. But what tends to happen is you get this little circle, this little matter going, and everybody's fighting the same person.
Yeah, sure.
And it'd be like, some of them are friends, some of them are not, some of them are at the same promotion, some of them are the one across the street, some are in the one behind them. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't care really who faces who, as long as they're telling a story. It's entertaining, and they're doing maybe some different stuff I haven't seen before or repetitive stuff. If I go to a show, like, and this is me as a fan, if I go to a show and there's 8 matches, and in all the 8 matches, there's a cutter, a German suplex, a jump out the ring. Like I pretty much saw everything.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And when it comes back next time, it's like I know what's gonna happen. I know what these guys are gonna do and what they're capable of. Like, show me something new. Show me somebody that, two people that haven't faced each other before. So, like, for example, we're talking about booking, we're talking about shows. I do have my insights on it, but again, it's a culmination of working with the booker to figure out what makes what we could do. But I actually had a most majority people on the Imagine card were all first time matchups. Like that's why I kind of directed my insight on those things, because I didn't want to see at all, and I know the people didn't want to see it all. People facing the same people.
Yeah, sure.
So with that being said, too, Aunt Heidi and Scarlet Rose, the match that y'all supported and sponsored, that was their first time matchup.
Yep.
Oh wow.
And they actually had, I think they matched up
two more times. Yep.
One the next day and one a week later. But it's like for that audience, further away, they got to see something new. But also the stuff online, people have already kind of seen that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was still something fresh, and it was still moving like down the line fresh. But that's something that I brought that was different, that I try to do. Like, if you're gonna have a match, like, why am I fighting?
Yeah.
That's why even with Big Money Dodge, I joined with him, because I'm not just taking matches for matches. Are you paying the bill? Is it worth our time? Is it worth our money? Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it goes both ways. Like, for the exchange of money you're giving, we're exchanging that for the talent you're getting, for what you're getting all over it. That's the promos, that's the promotion, that's the meet and greets, that's the hustling, that's the W's in the ring, that's the 1, 2, 3, getting it done, getting the bigger checks, getting the title shots, the matches. So that's really why, like, I'm with Big Money Exchange and Big Money Dodge. We trying to do stuff different, make some money, not just run around
Not just be a wrestler.
Yeah. Not only a wrestler, but a wrestler that makes no money.
Yep.
So
that's true.
So sorry, I can't book you a WrestleMania card, but you know what? I will book you a Pullman Big Money Exchange show in Washington. You'll watch out for that card once we get a ring, boss.
All right.
He knows big money talents. So
have no doubt about that.
And hopefully Nathan and I'll actually be able to come and watch one of those shows. So that's our goal.
Oh, heck
Yep.
yeah.
That's
there you
our
go.
goal.
Dodge is flying you out VIP.
That's right. That's right.
That's what I heard.
That's right. No joke.
All right.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
So I have another indie question. Top 5 male indie wrestlers today.
All right.
Besides the obvious, I'm just saying.
I was gonna say, yeah. Well, I won't put too much shine on me and my. No, hell no. Me and my big brother, bro. Honestly, we've been lit, man. Now that he's back, we're gonna cause some damage. We just need some action, bro. Yep. I know you're working on that, boss, but all right, let's see. Right now, indie scene, and again, it's for me, like, personal, that guys that I've worked with, that I've shared locker rooms with, that I see up and coming. None of the guys I face, all the guys I face are assholes, pretty much. So that's why I face them. I want to fight them. It's not. It's on top of the money. There's also an asshole dealt out. So that's why I get into those. So none of my opponents are really guys that I think they're just guys that need to get kicked in real quick. But let me see. Charmin Biagio. He actually was I got to take a couple things back. Those don't happen much. But he actually was one of the guys that I faced a couple years ago, and he was actually a good, strong competitor. And he's a great talent. He knows his craft. He knows his skill. He got the win over me, a good, strong win. And he's one of those guys too. I think that gets overlooked a lot in the industry because I don't know. It's just weird. You watch his matches and he kills every match. He entertains. He does his job and he kills it, and he gets the win.
Yep.
So I think Charmin Biagio would be one of those at the top. Um, uh, SoCal Crazy from down in SoCal, I would say, because I've watched him for a while over the years, and I've been able to form a bond with him, and he actually had a battle and a fight, fighting a good fight for cancer for a while, for about 2 years or so, and he actually made his return recently. So
Oh,
Uh-oh.
There it is.
there we go.
He's back.
No volume though.
No way.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you, bro. Hold on. Can't hear you. Now he's going to look at the message. Are we there? Uh-oh. Nope. Call back.
There you go.
Throwing an infomercial. Starting in July, Big Money Compound in Pullman, Washington. We start online classes. It's going to be on this stream thanks to these two guys right here.
Yep.
So in July, and our very first trainer, the legendary SoCal Crazy. $25 a session, $150 for the month. You get an hour every Tuesday and Thursday with SoCal for 2 weeks and other wrestlers afterwards. Stay tuned.
And now it's our turn to say, you're welcome.
Help.
Cheers to that. I hate technology. I'm just saying.
You know what happened, right?
Because he
Boom
got
Shasta.
like a call or something, and
No. Boom Shasta's such a badass. He knocked the technology out.
yes, I did.
There we go. He's
and
back.
look who's back.
I'm back. Hell yeah! I was so
Now-
booming. My vibes shut everything
Oh,
down.
That's right.
That's an
Bam.
everyday thing.
Hell yeah! But where were we at? I was at
We were at
SoCal Crazy.
Yeah.
Those two, they're on fire. Love those cats. We got Triv, this dude Triv from down south in San Diego. He got Rookie of the Year at Comptomania. But he's been coming up. He's been doing pretty good. So I've been keeping an eye on him. Actually, one of the cats we had at Imagine Pro, Ray Genesis. He's from Lompoc, but he's been surprisingly kicking ass and taking names. So he's a little door dude. I think he was trained by Brian Kendrick and a couple other people.
Oh, good old Brian.
Yeah, we have probably him and Paulie.
So,
And my fifth would probably be just had it up. I just had it in my head. Shit. Let's just say me right now.
well, you should have been number one, obvious.
I'm on fire. I feel in the zone right now. I feel money. Big money coming. That's what I feel. So yeah, I would say me.
Nate.
So our viewers know, and for all your opponents, so they'll know what move to that you're gonna beat them with. How'd your finisher come to be?
So one of my go-tos is the boom blast, and I want to say Rico stole it from me. That's what I'm gonna say. So it's the boom blast, and then you also got to watch out for the live 805. That's like a variation of what is it? The Sky High from D'Lo Brown. Just a little bit more impactful with the boom. So those are the moves you got to watch out for. And honestly, every time I've hit the live 805, it's been 1, 2, 3. You're done. So
Cool.
that's something you could take to the bank, boss man.
That is.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Tony.
Well, in your opinion, Mr. VIP, Mr. VP, who is the better wrestler turned actor?
Out of, is there two or is this my own opinion?
Just your opinion.
Just your opinion.
Dennis Rodman. Straight up, Dennis Rodman. He's one of my idols. He was a basketball player, NWO, also been in movies. I mean, he's kind of done it all. He's won championships. He's made money, and he's done it without wearing a proper suit and all that. Kind of how I'm doing. So much inspiring. He's just doing his own thing. So yeah, Sir Dennis Rodman would be my choice.
Now that was a first.
That was a first.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I told you, I'm a different breed, baby.
I'm telling you guys.
No, I love it.
Your scariest injury you've ever had in your career? Besides wrestling that Daryl guy.
Oh, yeah. That could have been I'm not going to go there.
Daryl?
Unlegend Daryl?
Unlegend.
Yeah. Unlegend Daryl.
He's got to get some more shit done before he starts calling himself a legend. So, Unlegend Daryl.
Wait for it.
Shot fired. That was a shot fired in case he's watching. Let's see. Craziest injury. Honestly, I want to say I'm very thankful and blessed for the most part of not getting super injured. Yep. We all take bumps and bruises and scratches or whatever, but the ones that keep us out of the ring are usually the ones that are more devastating to our body and our minds. So even some of the small things that just take you away from the physical activities, getting your matches in, making money. The only two things that I've had that like seriously took me out of the ring for a while were during training, I split the webbing of my toes. And I continued to train gymnastics and sparring classes the next week without tending to them for the most part. So needless to say, I got a bad infection and I was on the shelf for maybe like 5 months. And then the second one was actually just last year. I took a clothesline really hard and he just took me to the ground, and I spiked my shoulder in the mat, and yeah, that jacked me up, and then I was seriously injured. Nothing was broken, or I wasn't sure, but like there was medics on site. They handed to me. They said nothing was broken or jacked up, but it felt like a lot of nerves and stuff were messed. And I actually had a title shot the next day, so I wrestled the next day for the titles because it was one of those things, no pain, no gain, and if you have a dream and a goal and you're so close, you're gonna it's choices and opportunities. And I was like, you know what, I could might mess up myself more, but it's a chance I'm willing to take because I want these titles. I've been trying for 3 years for these titles, and this is the closest I'm gonna come to it. I'll be damned if I don't give it a shot and a chance. And sure enough, we actually pulled off the win. So um even with that injury, I was probably out maybe like 3-4 months. Because of that, I know for sure the match I took for the tag titles the next day affected the injury to, prolong the healing more. But after getting it done, cool. But those two injuries probably were the worst injuries I've had so far, being in the business.
Nate?
So, if you had a dream opponent from any generation, who would it be and why?
It's actually crazy because it's kind of coming to a head right now. But as far as people that could go and I think could still have a good match and want to wrestle me for reasons and other stuff, but Paul London, I would say. And it's actually crazy because he's actually back in the game.
Yep.
He's actually back in my wheelhouse, and it's one of those things saying when you were a kid or when you were younger and you were watching this person growing up and do these things, you always like kind of wanted it, you know what I mean? And it was like one of those things now to where I've shared a locker room with him multiple times in a certain company that I work for, that I've been a champion at, that he's now a champion at. So there's chances and opportunities there to where that dream might become a reality. So there's also that too, where again, like a lot of people have dreams or say this and that. I also think logically. So if a guy's dead, I'm not gonna put him on my list to wrestle and reasons why. I kind of narrow it down to the people that are here that I might have a chance and opportunity with. And right now, from a kid and a dream standpoint, all the way up until now being in the business, Paul London.
That'll be a hell of a match. Big
Amen.
money match.
So
Just
that's what I would have to put it on. I'll put my money on that.
So would I.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead, Tony.
Well, I won't do a question, but if you'd allow me to do a statement real quick, Big Money.
It all depends on what it is.
Hashtag bring Hansel
Oh, yes.
home.
Please.
Yeah. Shout it out there. I'll give you guys, take your time. Say what you got to say.
That's my public service announcement now. I'll just put the hashtag bring Hansel home. Dodge, you know him personally. So why don't you go ahead and do this, my brother?
Well, without causing a scene like I did last night, but we had an interview with Mike Martinez, and his stepson is missing. Yes, there's progress, and we are getting closer and closer to bringing Hansel back. And once we do, you know damn well that everybody, any promotion, any wrestler that knows Triple M or Mike Martinez, we will protect Hansel when he comes back by Friday. Guarantee that you could take to the bank.
And Hansel, my man, from Nathan and myself, you've got a Cody Rhodes fungal toy coming to you for you when you get home.
Yes. Yep.
Heck yeah. That's what's up. That's mad love, y'all.
Yep.
So,
So, did you have a question, Tony?
I'll let you ask the question. I just wanted to get that out there with Boom on camera tonight with us. So
Much
yeah.
appreciated.
yeah, mad love. Oh, straight up, bro. I'll let you guys.
Yes, sir.
Well, since I got a question though, where's my Funko Pop?
It's in the
I
works.
got a bunch of them, man. What do you want?
He's.
I want a big money one.
It looks
I
like
ain't got
I have
that
to
one
do
yet.
more work.
Yeah.
Thanks. You putting me more work. Great. Here we go.
Yep.
After you beat Rilla Wolf this Friday,
yeah.
we had a recent interview with Bad Wolf. He says he would love a match with Boom Mayhem. Should I start working on that?
You see, like the ongoing flow and rhythm of this thing. Why are all these animals want to be fighting me when they ain't even got the money? We got Little Wolf, we got Bad Wolf, we got the Man Who Cried Wolf. I don't know what's going on with all these like. There's something going on, bro.
I'm just relaying a message.
You got werewolves, vampires, or Dawn of the Dead, zombies coming. Like, what's going on right now with these guys?
Welcome to wrestling.
Yeah. Oh man. I guess talk to him whenever you can. Stay away from him. I guess at night he turns into a werewolf. Big beard during the day. Whatever. If the money's right, bro, put it on the table. But we got to get some shots. They got ratings.
Why don't we put his beard on the line and my money on the line?
Ooh, I like that.
Huh. I'll have to talk to some promoters I know.
Let's do that.
Nate, go ahead, sir.
A beard versus the bank match. Okay.
I don't want to rewind the same type of question, but we had an interview last night with some dude chilling.
Oh shit.
Knows you at a Compton Mania, he says.
Yeah.
And Big Money, he wants a match with Boom Shasta, so you might want to get working on that one too.
See, and then you got snack packs over here. Like they just, I don't know what.
What next? Legend Daryl's going to be like, I want a match with Boom.
I think it's going to be like, yeah, like I think some dude chilling is just going to show up with a leash, walk in a Bad Wolf and a Little Wolf, and it's like a freaking, man, I don't know.
It's like a circus.
Dog park. Yeah, it's like a circus going to a dog park or something. I don't know, like what's going on. I don't know. Same thing. If he's got the money, which I really don't see that he does because he snacks money so much, slurping on Slurpees and spending all his EBT money. I don't know where the money is going to come from. If the promoter wants to book that. But same thing. That's going to be easy work. Send them back to 7-Eleven real quick. I'm just saying.
He's got a good point there.
And Big Money, you brought up Legend Daryl. He already told you the guy has to learn how to do a super kick first before you gotta put him in the ring with him.
Bro,
he just needs to learn how to wrestle big money talent like this man right here.
That's exactly it. That's it. I really don't care what he does, where he does it. Just until he comes to the table with some action, and some money. I'm not talking about it.
And not his little Power Ranger dolls and whatnot. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna get into that.
So Tony Khan, go right ahead, sir.
Well, we'll touch on this. Okay, favorite wrestling movie. I loved your actor, so I'm gonna love this one even more. I bet you. So.
Right off the bat, and I already know the same thing. People are gonna hate me, but Ready to Rumble.
This is why he's Big Money.
I'm a David Arquette fan. I've always been a David Arquette fan. I know a lot of people hate him and think he killed the business. but it was entertaining for me. A lot of people, John Cena was in that movie.
Yes,
Oh, that's what's up. See, Nate, he's right on it, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
that's right.
Hell yeah. But
Watch
yeah,
these
so
in the encyclopedia.
yeah,
I
bro.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
Man,
dude.
I
Literally
watched that
is.
movie until like the VHS I had like died, like literally. Like,
Oh yeah, I bought multiple VHSs. I bought multiple DVDs. Like I don't
yep.
even straight up. I ain't even mad at it. But no, straight up. That was one of my favorite movies. I just loved. Again, I love the comedy. I love being. I was a Nutball fan. Um, I just posted a little sidetrack. I'll come back to this, but I just posted yesterday. If you were to take like four people in the world and mix them together, it would be D'Lo Brown, Dennis Rodman, New Jack, and Pauly Shore, and that's and that's me. So that movie, I felt like hit every spot for me in one way or another. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of action, a little bit of comedy, a little stoner stuff, a little bit of chill, chill vibe stuff, a little whatever. So, but anyways, yeah, those four dudes is pretty much all mixed up with me, and in soul wise. But that was my favorite. That was my favorite movie. Uh, and another little fun story. But I debuted in San Francisco last year in at this promotion called UGWA, and it was at the Emporium. Is a like a 2-story arcade and like a 3-story bar. So it's huge. It's packed. Video games, drinks, food, and on top of that, they have like movie theater screens all over the front and the side of it, like on the inside. So I had my match. Everyone, the show was on. Whatever, show's over. They put Ready to Rumble up on the big screen.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I thought I was going home or back to my hotel for it, but I was like, nope, well, I'm staying here. This is awesome. I just had a killer match. I got my ass kicked, but I had a good match debut. Get some food and drinks and watch Ready to Rumble on the big screens, bro. And that's what I did. So that was a hella dope moment. That's one of my favorite movies. Not only wrestling movies, but one of my favorite movies.
Yep.
All right. My question to you, good sir, is
What's up, boss man?
I'm thinking of a good one. If
Don't put all of our business out there. Don't put all of our.
I'm not. That's why it's taking some time.
Yeah, I know.
You can skip me and go to Nate. So
No,
go
no,
to
no. You
Nate.
might need to sniff your money first. Get some ideas of.
What do we got? What do we got?
If you could sign with WWE, AEW, New Japan, ROH, or Impact, what would it be, and who would you want to face for your very first match?
Well, boss, I think you should have sniffed that money a little bit more because whichever company offered the most money, well, I'm going to go with. If we're talking about me catching so much fire that all promotions would be reaching out to me, it would probably be who's providing the most money and security for me. And then we'll go from there. So that's the deadline bottom of it. I don't care who you face, who you want me to face. Can you pay the bill?
Smart man. Very smart man.
So there you go on that.
Nate, your choice.
So, what's the craziest crowd you've ever wrestled in front of?
Craziest. I don't know. It's hard to call. I want to say the two like livest, like biggest crowds that I think made the most noise and did some stuff was my debut in UGWA in San Francisco. Like I said, in the Emporium, the 2-story arcade with the 3-story bar and then some. The crowd is hype over there. The crowd's live. It's super energetic. They're into everything. And that show actually has a lot of great competitors and workers on there and talent. So every match is really, really intense and interesting and exciting to watch, pay attention to. So I know the crowd appreciates that. So I would say Ugwa, and then we did a benefit show for SoCal Crazy
That was fun.
last year, and that crowd was pretty hype and pretty energetic and on fire most of the time. And the reason I have to say crazy for that too is because it was also the first time that a little kid stomped on my freaking hand.
Oh,
I'm literally like, I just got hit with the chair. Dodge is like trying to help me out. I'm like literally there, like tripping out that I got smashed in the back. My hands all like, dirt ridden and concrete ridden and stuff. I just got my nails all manicured and stuff before the show. And then this kid freaking bam, right on my hand, bro. And I was like, I'm about to smack this. I'm about to smack this. Like, it was one of those where like, where is your parents right now? Like, do you know what I'm about to do right now? Like, and Dodge had to pull me off, and then
Yep.
I turn around and get chopped, and so that was it. But and I was more shocked because I was like, I can't believe he did that right now. Like,
yeah.
knuckle punch.
Right?
Ah man, but yeah, those two shows probably had the biggest crowd, the biggest place.
Definitely SoCal. So that was crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's in the name, SoCal Crazy.
Literally. Yep.
Now I was gonna say literally.
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 Yep.
So what up? What's the next question?
Well,
Tony?
okay. We'll just make this easy. Would you prefer to wrestle by yourself or with the Mayhem brother and you?
With my brother, honestly, I think we can get more stuff done. There's a lot of things that haven't been done. There's a couple reasons. He's had 12 years be by himself. I've had about 5 years, maybe or so, maybe a couple less, like 5 years or so, to be by myself, work with another tag partner, and I've kind of done my own things, and I've done pretty well, and some pretty dope things in the short time that I've been in. But that's why we kind of never worked together for multiple reasons. We have family issues, being a big brother, me being a young brother, we didn't always get along, see eye to eye. He got into the business before I did, way before I did. And we lived separated apart. So when I saw him get into the business, same thing. It kind of pissed me off. I kind of stayed away until I finally find the outlet to get there. A lot of people don't know either. I used to be 300 pounds. So I had to put up or shut up to get to where I had to go. And that was a struggle. But once I got there, I was like, you know what? Screw you, big brother. You don't want me in the business and you don't want to tag with me. You don't want whatever. Like, I'm going to do my own thing. So I started doing my own thing. And I think it was timing and place. I didn't think he looked at me and was like, oh, okay, like he's in a spot now, or I'm not doing anything. I think we met to had an understanding of like, you want to work together, get some stuff done, or you want to keep doing the same thing you've been doing without some help. You know what I mean? And that's the big brother mentality of, oh, I got this. You know what I mean? And the little brother, like, you ain't got it, or you would have got it already.
Yeah.
Well, I came at him and was like, let's put the thing down and let's do what we got to do and work together and get some stuff done. And on top of that too, there's not many all black tag teams. I mean, even in SoCal, there are some in Vegas, there are some in Arizona, some around this and that, but that was another accolade I had when I was a Compton Mania tag team champion with God King. Before we had our split, we were one of the few all black tag team champions in SoCal.
Yep.
And so that's what I want to add to the list with my brother, with my fam. You know what I mean? Like, I want to earn those titles with my brother and say that we're tag team champions together, one of the few and one of the proud, and not only here but elsewhere, and get stuff done. So I definitely want to stay working with him and grinding and stuff together. And again, being brothers, we have our headbutt moments and get into it here and there still. But I think so far we've been able to put it aside and handle stuff in the ring. Unfortunately, we've only been given so many opportunities to do that together. Um, and I think it's two things. I think it's one, I think people are scared of us.
Mm-hmm.
People don't want to face him because they know he's a 12-year veteran. They know I'm an up and comer. And put those two together, we about to mess some stuff up. Plus, we're brothers. So we know each other. We know how to handle business in and out of the ring. We know each other. We've been through each other's lives and we know the whole struggle and grind. So I think people are worried about us knowing our stuff too well and actually kicking asses or not money or getting stuff done.
Or
And the
causing real mayhem.
Yeah, exactly. Straight up. You know what I mean? And then the other half is there's, like I said, like other than being scared, it's this whole little circle of wrestling the same people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you see the same tag teams facing the same tag teams facing the same tag teams. And it's because they don't want to lose that little run in a circle. And it's like it's bound to happen.
Yep.
Once me and
Yep.
Jim get in the ring and we start getting some wins together and some accolades going, like it's bound to happen. Tag team titles are gonna be taken.
You've been warned, Di. Just saying.
Yeah. Bi don't even have tag team titles to be holding right now. I'm not even worried about them.
So, what kind of advice would you give someone that wants to become a professional wrestler?
Best advice I could give anybody that has a dream or goal to be a professional wrestler is to find the school and get there and train and find out. I think again for me one of the biggest parts to get started and get into the business, not only with butting heads with my brother and other people that are not wanting me to get in the business, but finding a school and finding a place to get the proper training and to learn about the business and to understand the business and to progress in your dreams and your goals. Um, that was the hardest part, but I think for a lot of people, it's always the hardest part to take those steps.
Yep.
So if there was somebody that was listening that was like asking me what could they do, don't be afraid to take those steps. It's everything nerve wracking, everything stressful, everything like, but they don't have to be. That's like in certain things where I don't get embarrassed because embarrassed means that you are the one feeling that way. Nobody else is feeling that way. Maybe some people are like laughing or chiming or doing whatever. Maybe somebody didn't see what the hell just happened. But it's like if I spill an ice cream cone on my shirt, I'm only gonna be pissed because now I gotta pay for the dry cleaning and Dodge ain't gonna like that. But I myself am not embarrassed that I spilt that ice cream on myself. So like other people, they get embarrassed. They're like, da, da, da. So a lot of people need to break that mentality of what other people think of you and embarrassing and other crap like that, and just do you and do what you're gonna do. And if you have dreams and goals, like you don't understand what you could do as long as you just keep pushing towards those goals and dreams. You know what I mean? So to anybody that's listening or wants to be a wrestler or wants to be a damn astronaut, go for it. But don't just sit there and think and dream about it. You got to actually get up and make some moves, or you got to make some calls, or you got to talk to some people. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel like right now, like the culmination of the four of us on this podcast right now. Each of us had a goal and a dream. Each of us wanted to do something, and each of us are doing something about it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that goes in the full circle of wrestling or whatnot. Just for it. You never know what's going to happen.
That was a great answer.
That was a great answer.
Big money answer. So, Nate, go ahead with your question. Final question, it looks like, right?
Yeah.
I want to bring up like something I haven't brought up on here before, like a motto I live by that kind of goes by what you just said, right?
Yeah.
I have a disability, right? But I my disability is not who I am, right?
Right.
I'm who I am, and I make my decisions to make myself who I am. The disability is just a part of who I am.
Right. Heck yeah. No, I feel you, my brother. That's right there.
Yes, sir.
But you got a boom on your side now,
That's right.
Yeah.
bro.
So
So my final question is, uh, what was that like? And if you've had it already, what was that moment where you had that like, oh my god moment? Like whether you wrestled somebody or you
Um,
were in front of a certain crowd or
man, that's another thing. Like again, like dreams and goals and people having things happen. Like man, literally, like this is the other reason too why I feel like other people have dreams, goals, they overthink shit, or they don't like focus on the time and matter. Most of my career has been, oh wow, oh god damn, this is awesome, this is amazing. And there's a couple reasons. Obviously you never think you're going to be able to do these things or accomplish these things. Somewhere you believe and you dream of it, but you never know because you're never in that moment until you're in that moment. You know what I mean? Everything leads up to certain things. So once you get there, you're like, oh my God, oh shit. And sometimes you don't even have time to stop and oh wow until after. But you're oh
yep,
wowing during the process of it. And sometimes you have to like just pass the oh wow for a second because you got to finish what you're doing. And then you get the oh wow afterwards. But almost every moment, every time I get to go through the curtain, every time I get in the ring, every time I get to, train, every time I get to meet somebody new, every time I get to, work in the business, every time I get to promote with big money exchange and handle, business deals and meet and greets and calls and financial stuff. It's oh wow every time. And I think that's why, again, you got to keep things exciting and you got to keep your dreams alive. You know what I mean? And you got to keep things going. You got to, you know, um, I don't want everything in the world, but I have goals set and dreams that I want to accomplish. I have a bunch of them, and every time I do something in wrestling, I feel like I'm checking another list. Like it's that crazy, it's that exciting. Um, the, the couple times I can think like off the top of my head was winning the tag title with my tag team partner of over 2 years. We were tag team partners for over 2 years. And once we won the titles, we held them for 6 months for half.
wow,
Uh, that was a wow factor. Uh, Same thing. You never know what's going to happen in the business. I show up. Unfortunately, I had to face unlegendary, but he had a partner who was a little bit more experienced than Brian Kendrick. So that was a oh wow because I really thought I was going to beat Brian Kendrick, and it didn't happen that way. So that was a oh wow. Um, my debut at UGWA in San Francisco was supposed to be I forget word exactly what it was supposed to be. I just know I was cooked and I was going. And when I
Can
got there, uh, I was facing this regular guy, his name is Joe. I call him Joe Schmo because he nothing. But sure enough, in the middle of our match, Journey Fatu comes out, destroys us. And that was another like oh wow moment because I was like, oh wow, I didn't expect that. And I didn't expect to have to face the Samoan giant. Like,
yeah,
so it was like mind blow, but like it sucked too because I got my butt beat. I went home sore, real sore. But it was also one of those learning lessons where you're like, be ready, and maybe you got to work harder and get your money right, get your talent right, so you can be ready to face the right opponents. Because I was not ready for that. So
Can I tell them the story how you and I met?
hell no. If you want, we'll just put it like this: he had a bust ass team, and he had no other choice but to redo his team, and he knew the best person to pick was Boom Shasta at the time. That's what really happened.
Amen to that.
So is
I'm
that
gonna.
your final question?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
have the last hard hitting question. Where can your fans, our fans, find you on social media? Where's your next match? And yeah.
Well, you already know what it is Boom Mayhem, part of Big Money Exchange. You can find me at Boom Shasta on Instagram. You can find me at Big Money Exchange on Instagram. Also follow the Big Money Compound that is going to be posting more recently because we get our facility together. Need to follow my man Anthony up here. Need to follow Nate over there. Need to
Yep.
follow Boss Man Big Steve Dodge right here, part of Big Money Exchange. And my next match is actually going to be this Friday in Santa Ana for Dream Slam when Boom Mayhem takes on Lil Wolf, wherever he's from. I think he's from the jungle, or he said like half gorilla, half wolf. I got back to this earlier. We are in crazy times with people and freaking weirdos chilling. Uh, so we're gonna handle some big money this weekend. We're gonna get that win. We're gonna get that paycheck. And again,
Mm-hmm.
you make more money. So that's my get the W. But that's pretty much the damn deal, really.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Now it's time to take it home and thank our sponsors. And because we have the VP of Big Money Exchange with us, I think it's only fitting that Mr. VP hits the first sponsor, Big Money Compound.
That's what's up. All right. Well, this is From the Chair podcast, live with Anthony, Nate, Steve Dodge, and Boom Man, a Big Money Exchange. Our first sponsor is the Big Money Compound out there in Pullman, Washington, coming at you with that live hot wrestling action. We'll be coming at you soon. Also, online classes available. Go ahead and get at Steve Dodge ASAP, and we'll sign you up.
Would you like to announce our very first trainer?
Nope. Not now.
All right.
I didn't know that was a contract, boss man.
Oh, is that on me?
You got to fax it over.
Oh, gotcha. Go ahead, guys.
Nathan,
All right,
Dave,
so our other sponsors are the CARE program, which stands for Community Action Reaching Everybody. And to get a hold of the lady that's in charge of that, you can get a hold of Becky Bernhardt on Facebook. And then Bruce Nichols Painting for all your painting, pressure washing, and lead removal needs. And you can find him on Angie's.
Awesome.
and because I'm feeling generous tonight, Big Money, take us out, sir.
First of all, I want to thank my Big Money VP, Boom freaking Mayhem, for allowing us to interview you, sir. I know you're busy, so why don't you get your butt back to work and make us money? Nate, I'm signing off. Big Money Exchange from the Chair podcast. Good night.
Good night.